My name is Brandon, and we starting this podcast for people like us who's trying to focus on growing their mindset, growing mentally, physically, and spiritually. And we looking for people in this kind of phase where they a little bit lost, and they just trying to make sense of this world. So that's what it's gonna be our focus. So if you somebody like that, this podcast will be perfect for you. Cause I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn, and I'm open-minded. But I do know one thing: Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And so that's what I'm focused on.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, I'm Alan. Everything he just said is true. My boy Brandon. We gonna have fun with this too. You know, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things.
100%.
Everything ain't gonna be serious, but at the end of the day, though, one thing we will try to focus on is bringing everything back to the word.
Yeah.
That right there.
100%.
Real talk. Because that's like he said, that's the way of life. Jesus is king. And I think our world has lost that, but it's all good. We're going to try to spread that around again and learn with y'all at the end of the day.
Yeah. Is somebody calling?
I don't know.
There was like a little vibration or something.
Nah, couldn't be.
All right, so starting off, Rick.
What you got for me? What you got for me?
Let's jump right into Artemis too. Let's jump right into Artemis too, because
all right, bet.
First of all, like I said, I don't know if the Earth is round or flat. I do know Artemis 2, they math is checking out. They math is correct, and it's gonna be correct because they some scientists with some glasses on. I know how that goes.
So let me ask you a question then. Their math is correct from the research you've done so far, right? But what the question that just popped up in my head and the way I'm thinking about it is their math correct only because they say it's correct?
So,
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm of the mindset that they have other mathematicians checking their math. Like they have like a head mathematician.
Yeah.
Then they have somebody go over his math, make sure he's correct.
Right.
So I would assume that's what they're doing if they really went. Because the Bible doesn't necessarily say it's flat. It don't say it's round.
Correct.
It say that there's a lesser light and a greater light within the firmament. And it don't say we can't go there.
It don't say that.
It don't say that specifically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would assume that everything within that firmament we could get to.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I think that people have been interpreting the firmament the wrong way.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the firmament is way further away than we think it is. Because a lot of people say, well, if we're in the firmament and like the sun is quote unquote, they say local.
Yeah.
Like we will burn alive.
Yeah, but that's like, all right, what happens a lot is like people take the globe model and apply the same physics to the flat earth model too. So I'm trying not to be biased towards one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with the flat earth people think it's the sun's local, but they don't think it's as hot as the globe people think it is. So the globe people say like if you get even close to the sun, you'll just turn to ash. You know what I'm saying? Because they say the sun not only is it 93 million miles, but it's I don't remember the exact temperature, but it is hot.
Yeah. I mean,
the flat earth people with the local sun though, they don't think it's that hot. They think it's regular sun, how we feel on our skin. That's how hot it is. And it might be a little bit hotter when you get closer to it, kind of like a light bulb. You can see it, and then when you go touch that light bulb, it burn your fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That low-key makes sense, though. I ain't gonna lie.
But both ways make sense.
Both ways do make sense, because, bro, maybe we in Florida with it. You know what I'm saying? Middle of July, August. It's hot, bro. You feel me? It's hot, bro. And you can feel that sun hitting your skin. So I can see that if you get close to that joint and you're not the flat earth, like you round earth model, you feel me, globe thinker, that it will burn you alive.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, to me that makes more sense. That the sun will burn you alive.
Well, I don't know, because on the flat earth model, they go based off the Bible, which just says it's a light. They say it's a light.
Yeah, you know, that light could still be hot enough, though.
Yeah. So on the globe Earth, they think the sun is its own planet that is basically like burning hydrogen and stuff like that in order to keep on burning. Which, how it just got infinite energy like that to just burn at that temperature all day?
That's a great question.
Every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great question.
You know, there's nobody there to like keep on fueling it. I don't know they science. You know what I'm saying? On the sun, and there's no way they could know neither.
See, that's what I was about to say. Is like, how do they even know like what the sun is quote unquote made of?
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody ever go there or get close. They just they say they got telescopes and they zoom in and then they make it their hypothesis.
Yeah.
So they ain't go there and touch grass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't understand how they could know what it's made of. Because I've seen articles and comments and videos saying like what the sun is made of. Yeah. And I think it is something about hydrogen. I can't remember. Like I'm not a scientist, so I don't know these things for a fact. But what I do know is that there's no way they could know.
Yeah, there's no way.
It doesn't make any sense.
There's no way they could know. Yeah, in my opinion, I think I'm leaning more towards a flat Earth, just cause there's some things about globe Earth that just it's not adding up. Like the globe Earth model, some things are just like way too far fetched. You know what I'm saying? All right, for starters, just like making the Bible my foundation, right?
Yeah.
It tell me the moon is a lesser light. Tell me the sun is a greater light.
Yeah.
And then it tells me that there's a firmament. Now, on the opposite side of what science is saying, that we're not the center of the universe at all. We're in this galaxy called the Milky Way that's traveling through space because of something called the Big Bang. And you know, I just had mentioned to you before the 3-body problem. When you have two bodies or planetary bodies with their own gravitational pull, it's easy to model that with 2 of them.
Yeah.
Once you add in a 3rd one, it becomes chaotic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just thinking that we got 8 planets, 9 minus Pluto, all circling around the sun with their own moon. And like if you was to like picture it, all 8 planets circling around the sun with a moon circling around them, and we going through space mad fast. Come on, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, that do sound crazy when you explain it like that.
If you just brought like a caveman here, right? Boom, time traveled him real quick. Boom. You told him the scientific model, and then you told him the flat Earth model. That nigga gonna look at you like what?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, wow. He's gonna be like, yo, this has been flat my whole life. And then the stars in our sky don't change.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't. I see the same constellations, and you can point them out.
Yeah,
every night. You can point them out, and they stay the same every night. They in the same spot.
And then Polaris stay there, and then there's stars going around Polaris. And if you put it in a time lapse and then freeze frame it, like you could see the outline of all the stars, and Polaris stays right there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You're not telling me we going I think the sun's traveling like 500,000 miles per hour or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
we orbiting around the sun while the sun is going 500,000 miles per hour.
Just in one direction?
Yeah. If I'm not, no, I think the sun orbiting around the Milky Way too, if I'm not mistaken.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I thought the sun was like stationary.
Nah, the sun one star. It's moving too, and we moving around it while it's moving. So you see, with a 3-body problem becomes like increasingly insane because we got 8. Matter of fact, more than that, because we got A couple of the planets got their own moons. A couple of planets got 3 moons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's more than an 8-body problem at this point. All with their own gravitational pulls, all pulling around the sun. Then peep this. For, let's say, known human existence on Earth, we around like 6,000 years. If you go off science, we around like 14 billion. And if you're going off that 14 billion, I believe it's less, but I'm just approximating. If you're going off that 14 billion, that means this Earth and these planets been rotating around this sun perfectly. Not getting too close, not getting too far out of their orbit. Because if you get too far out of your orbit, another planet could pull you even more.
So, all right, this is a sidetrack real quick from actually Artemis 2, but on my way here, I seen a post on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know how credible this is. We're going to have to do our own research to find this out. But
100%.
I seen a post that said in about 4.58 billion years from now, that the sun is going to swallow the Earth. So, based off what you just said, that it's been moving perfectly around for 14 billion years, if that post is true, then it hasn't been moving perfectly. That means we're getting closer to the sun. If the sun is going to swallow us, quote unquote, from whatever source this was that I seen. Which, I don't know how true that is. That sounds a little bizarre, but...
I mean, the whole globe model sounds bizarre. Everything about it.
Everything about it is bizarre. The speed of... Alright, back to Artemis 2. The speed situation is bizarre.
Yeah.
There's no way this rocket was going 25,000 miles per hour, bro. And there's no way, like, that it left Earth orbit, went to the moon, and made it back, bro. Like, I still can't grasp that with my mental. I might just be dumb. I might be a dumb nigga. I don't know. But to me, it would have to catch back up.
Yo, but this is what
the Earth is traveling at what, 67,000 miles per hour?
Exactly. So, all right, my question to y'all, right? My question to y'all. So, we know about inertia. And we know about the gravitation of the moon and the Earth and how they in this dance going around the sun, right? So, when we go outside of Earth's orbit at 25,000 miles per hour, the translunar ejection, we get outside of the orbit. Is that inertia and that gravitational pull of the Earth and the moon still acting on the rocket and pulling us 67,000 miles per hour around the sun? Because in my mind, inertia, let's say you was on a train. You jump off the train, inertia is going to bring you forward until air kind of slows you down or you hit the ground. Yeah. But let's say you was to jump off that off that train, and the train kept going in a circle. Are you going to keep going in that circle if nothing acts upon you? Because in my mind, when we do the translunar ejection, we're already fighting out of Earth's gravitational pull. We're fighting out of it. So meaning we're acting against it, going against it 25,000 miles per hour while Earth is still in its orbit. So Earth ain't about to just wait for you. And the inertia, all right, once you outside, it keeps you going 67,000 miles per hour. But what makes it keep you in the orbit? Because
like I thought, bro, literally when you explain it that way, it literally seems like you would just keep going out.
Yeah.
Instead of carrying with the orbit. But you're already out of the orbit, so the gravitational pull,
and you're fighting against it too. You're fighting against Earth's gravity. So what keeps you going in
that circle of motion?
Exactly.
I don't know.
See, this is where the math, they must have had crunched these numbers like crazy.
They had to.
I don't know what would keep you there. If that inertia would keep you there, or the gravitational pull will keep you with the Earth, because from day 1 to day 10, the Earth itself moves 16.2 million miles in its orbit around the sun. So that means when you go out and you go around the moon, by day 10, Earth already moved 16 million miles. So did you move 16 million miles with it the whole time? And it's going 67,000 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? That seems crazy. That seems, but like I said, everything about it seems bizarre. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how credible it is because I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, see the thing that so the moon is staying with us. The moon,
the moon
goes around us. It's the time period between when we're not at the moon and we're not in Earth's gravity anymore.
Yeah, that in between.
That time period, that in between is what I don't understand.
Exactly, because the Earth and moon is going 67,000 miles per hour around the sun.
Yeah, so like that in between, I feel like we should be getting left behind. Well, the spacecraft.
Yeah, especially like we're fighting against Earth's gravity to get to the moon, but also I lost my train of thought right there. We're gonna have to edit that out, though.
All right, so I thought this popped in my head. I don't know how good this is gonna be. This might be buns. All right. So I'm thinking of a NASCAR track, right?
Yeah.
NASCARs, I think they go about 220 miles per hour, whatever
it
is, something like that. And it's going around. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Say you're in one of those NASCARs, right? And you want to leave and go to that parking lot when you're in the NASCAR. If you jumped out that NASCAR, you would die as a human. But I'm saying if you throw a ball out that joint, that NASCAR will be gone.
Yeah.
Like gone.
Yeah. That NASCAR is gone. That ball is not going to keep up with the NASCAR.
Exactly. Even if you had a small jetpack that had you go one direction.
But the reason though is because air resistance and air resistance and gravity act upon the ball as soon as you release it out the car to slow it down instantly. What they basically saying is that outside of Earth's orbit, there's nothing to slow you down once you jump off the train.
Yes.
And there's no gravity to pull you down, and then there's no air resistance, so you keep the same exact speed if there's nothing acting upon you. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, how is Earth's gravity acting upon you to keep you with it in its orbit if you supposedly in zero gravity?
And then how do they slow down?
They say they slow down by using the Earth's gravitational pull that's pulling them back.
Slow down once they got to the moon? Did they use the moon?
No, over the course of, so they got out, translunar ejection was 2 days. And so those couple days on the way to the moon was, Earth's gravity was slowing them down gradually. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
But you see where I'm getting at, where it's like it's slowing them down, but it's not strong enough to pull them back.
Right.
So how is it keeping them in the orbit at 67,000 miles per hour?
It's slowing them down, but it's not pulling them back. But it's still slowing them down, though.
Too much. It had to be like, they had to have used some AI. And to think they went to the
What you mean by that?
Because it's too much math and too much variables to consider.
Are you saying like the AI did the math? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, the AI, they had to use some AI math.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, 1,000%.
They run simulations.
Yeah.
But even in the simulations, you can't calculate every factor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's too much phony stuff. Like, remember you mentioned to me they touched down in the water. There's no steam.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah,
so like, all right, so boom. They took off. All right, cool. We all seen it. Yeah. People seen it with their own eyes. Yeah. That part is real. They was in a rocket and they launched off. You know what I'm saying? The speed part about getting to the moon and in between the moon and the Earth, it doesn't make sense. Okay, now they at the moon.
Yeah.
They're going around the backside of the moon.
Yeah.
Dark side of the moon. I'm seeing pictures that our Earth is very bright, like almost like a light, like the moon and the sun when you're that far away from it.
Yeah.
But is that because of the sun reflecting off of us?
Yeah. You bring up a good point
because like does the Earth the Earth not producing its own light, right?
Nah. So
because in those pictures, like it literally looks like Earth is like a glowing blue ball.
Yeah. But wouldn't the moon, even the backside, be like lit up?
I would think a little bit.
Yeah, you would think like a little bit. It won't be like fully shaded.
Yeah, I would think a little bit.
I don't know. But remember, I asked you. I said, why they ain't just take out a camera and just start recording, or like you didn't even have to live stream it. This is 2026. You could have just brought a camera with enough data that you could just record. You could record you leaving and going around the moon and coming back, and then when you got back, you could have posted it.
Yeah. So all right, this is that. All right. Yeah, that's the part I don't understand either. So all right, boom. Yeah, they went around the backside of the moon. Now they got to catch up to Earth. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Quote unquote, they made it back if they actually went.
Yeah.
That's the part I don't understand is like the cameras they have on the spacecraft. Like there's so much technology these days that they could have had any camera just recording everything the whole time, up against the window with their hands.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have recorded everything.
They could have took an iPhone, bro.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people say, well, they're in space. It's like you don't need service to record on your phone.
Exactly.
That's like that's a part of the phone. Like,
not to mention they had like mad random stuff like toys and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not a weight problem. And so like if I'm going to the moon, there's no way I'm not taking a selfie up there.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be trying to stream like, yo, you see me on the moon? Like
that's what I'm saying. That's another thing too. You just made a good point with that. No selfie video pics. No, bro.
Come on,
we're
bro.
In a day and age where everything is recorded. Yo, and everything that you get excited about.
Yo, let me ask you a question though. You go to the moon, bro. What music you bring in?
What music am I bringing?
What music you bring in?
I ain't gonna cap, bro. I
got 10 days.
I'm probably gonna bump every Lil Wayne mixtape there is.
Every Lil Wayne mixtape, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. I don't know who would be my first choice.
I gotta listen to Lil Wayne in space, bro. It's only right.
That's a fact. Lil Wayne.
You know how many times he said I am a Martian?
Yeah,
that's Come on,
fact.
bro.
That's a fact.
Come on, bro. I got to, bro.
Damn. That's another thing. Like, yeah, bro. I would have been up there like recording us bumping some Lil Wayne.
Bro, it's just no way like you go to the moon and like you don't record that type of stuff. Just regular human being fun stuff.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you went to the moon. Like, that's way too exciting to just be regular up there with the camera. Like,
yeah.
Nah, bro. So something, I don't know.
Especially if like there's a high probability that you won't make it back.
Yeah, yeah.
You telling me you're not living your best life going to the moon?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, I understand they probably gotta, attend to the craft a little bit and like be alert with certain things like that. But there probably was so much time where they were doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what were they doing all the time?
I don't know, because that's very bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Even like if you a weird person, you still got your favorite music. Like,
yeah.
You're not going to record yourself going to the moon. There's not that many people who did that.
Yeah, exactly. And I've seen, there's a couple videos out there of them on the joint, floating.
I mean, I doubt they had I don't think they could have built a speaker system into it, but they could have had their phone bumping some music, bro.
Yeah, downloadable.
Yeah,
come on, what I'm saying? But I did see this one video though, and like you said, they had the toys on there. This has to do with that video I seen. The girl that was with them, I don't know her name, but she was talking to us down here, and this like little plushie toy started floating past.
Yeah.
And it got to like her leg right here, and as it was entering like this area of her like body and space, you could see a shadow.
Yeah.
On her leg. That joint kept moving, the shadow just went away. The shadow was gone.
I didn't peep that video.
So like, a lot of people say like, the green screen messed up or something like that. I don't know, dog.
I don't know.
But it's a couple things that's a little fishy. Even like how you showed me that the mic, her mic went out in the interview when they came back.
Exactly. Fishy. Like, it's just like too many little things. It's like they I started kind of to believe like, all right, they doing these kind of things on purpose. Like the plushie toy, that kind of like part of it might have been intentional. Because remember we had talked about like how you just gonna do like I don't know the exact amount it costs, but you went to the moon in the middle of a war. In the middle of a war, and going to the moon, I'm pretty sure like the president, everybody, somebody got to sign off on that. I'm pretty sure if NASA taking taxpayer dollars, and then you about to test, like you about to actually go on that mission, somebody in the presidency and the White House got to sign off on that.
I don't know how true that is though, because
but they said like
really like yo, the funding they get ain't much compared to other like departments of the government and stuff like that.
They get a lot of money, bro. They get
but they not getting a lot of money compared to like the military and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna get that much money, but they get. I'm pretty sure it's like I don't want to say billions.
All right, so I got another question.
I want to say billions, but I think I heard the number like 30 billion a year or something.
That's Kate. Yeah, that's a lot of fatty, but I don't know what goes into their projects and what they be doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I realistically don't know how much money that is for them, because like me just hearing that number, that's a lot of money, but to them it could be like, we could do way more with more money. But do you think they should get more money?
Nah. Well, not all money. You know what I'm saying? The taxpayer dollars?
No. I'm just saying, you think the government should provide them more money instead of like let's say like the money that we've given away to countries and other countries and stuff like that? Do you think like NASA should have more money to quote unquote go on these explorations that they be doing? If this is all the way they say it is and not the way See, it's hard for me to believe it, bro, because the Bible's the way. That's the hardest thing to grasp. Yeah. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But like, put yourself in like the leader of a nation's shoes. Like, scientific inquiry is very important to any nation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to make the taxpayers pay for it, and then you go on a flight around the moon.
Yeah, not even landed on it.
Like what did you accomplish? You got some pictures? Like we just spent all that bread on some pictures, bro? And we risked wild bread?
Yeah.
And you risked the actual rocket. You don't got the rocket no more.
Right, yeah.
You know
so they got to build a whole new one to go back?
That's what I'm saying.
That's low-key insane.
And what you did, you got some pictures.
That's insane.
You didn't like, it ain't even good pictures.
And they say it's quote unquote because they trying to put a station there.
Yeah, but if you would have went and actually put the station there, I could understand that. But you went and flew around it just to look. I can't justify that. Like, if I told you like, yo, we need to fund this, and then you give me the bread for it, and then I came back with some pictures. And you like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Like,
no, that's real talk, though, bro.
I don't know.
That's real talk.
But I wouldn't know what they needed from that.
Right? Yeah,
you know
that's facts, though. I don't want to be biased, so I don't know what they needed.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what they needed, because they could have needed. Well, I can't even say that neither, because I was going to say they could have needed the experience of going. But they had, in the past, sent a test rocket around the moon. Supposedly. You know. So I don't know what they needed.
They say this is the furthest humans have ever traveled outside of Earth in history.
Because if you ask AI, technically Artemis 2 traveled over 100 million miles through the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Because they went on this 700,000 mile mission, but not only is the Earth orbiting, in those 10 days the Earth orbited 16.2 million miles, and they went with it. And then remember I told you the sun is going like 500k miles per hour through the Milky Way. So they also went that extra like 70 million, almost 80 million miles too. So if you ask AI, it's over 100 million miles they traveled that our solar system was pulling them with.
In 10 days.
In 10 days.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cat. Stop the cat.
It's what AI saying. It's what they telling me. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I go right here and I go like this. I go like this, bro. Dog. Because I can't trust these. I ain't gonna lie. I can't really trust them.
It's hard. It's hard to grasp. It really is hard to grasp.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. All right. So another thing I was thinking about. Now I don't know how, like, you remember you told me that satellites might not be real.
Not in the way people like really think about them. Like, you think something like flies up there and then it's orbiting around the Earth,
so like
giving a signal and stuff like that.
I don't know I trust that. How many there are total.
Supposedly like around 15,000 around the globe.
15,000? Well, that's not a lot then.
It's not a little bit though.
It's not a lot though. So like I'm thinking about it as
but you got to think of what countries really got satellites like that. They wouldn't be like scattered all around. You'll have some like bunches in different places. If you got 15,000, that's a lot. That's a lot. If you would see them in the atmosphere, 15,000, because you got to think how many of those would be America?
Probably majority.
That's what I'm saying.
Majority would be America.
So you flying out of here, even us at night. I ain't never seen a satellite.
I don't think it's gonna be possible to see one with your eye though. That's like looking out the window right here and being able to see a mosquito. Because satellites ain't that big.
That was a good point. Yeah, if I seen a mosquito, I go to the doctor right now. Like, yo, I think I got some X-ray vision or something.
Yeah, like,
yo,
you got super vision, boy.
That's
what I'm saying. So like, but the thing is though, the reason why I asked that is because I feel like they should have seen satellites up close. No?
Probably not up close, but they should have, like, they got mad.
Because they're going through the atmosphere, like they're in the leaving out the United States. Yeah. So like, I feel like they should have captured at least one on camera with a decent view.
So I seen this one young kid, white kid, he was following it. He had a telescope. He had like one of those advanced telescopes, and what he did was when he zoomed in, he would like take pictures and stuff. And so apparently he could point out because they do look like little dots on his telescope.
The satellites?
Yeah.
Yeah, so them places low-key small then.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I trust them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I trust them. Because apparently like SpaceX themselves got their own fleet of satellites. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If it's anybody I trust when it comes to tech, space, anything like that, yo, it's Elon.
It's Elon?
I'm sorry.
You know what?
Yo, like
I would like to meet who Elon's hiring. Because I know he's not doing all this. He got like too much businesses and too much going on. And he at too many places to be doing all this by himself.
Yeah, so the people that work for him is dumb smart.
Yeah. He probably knows something.
So maybe more of those people then, not him himself.
Nah, but he really smart. I don't know if you heard him on like.
Yeah, he is smart. Yeah, I mean, this really wouldn't have like all of this stuff that he has wouldn't happen without him being smart. Yeah, you can't be dumb and do all that stuff. Yeah. But as far as SpaceX goes and all of that, I don't know. To me, they just seem a little more trustworthy.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus, like, well, I don't know, bro, because like they trying to make it to Mars. It's like, wow.
Who, SpaceX or NASA? Because they both are.
SpaceX specifically, I was talking about, but NASA trying to make it to Mars too.
Yeah, that's why they going to the moon first, or trying to set up a station there because the next step is Mars.
Oh man, they need to talk to God, bro.
Yeah, they do. Like, because my thing is like, what's the point? What is the point?
Well, it's to terraform Mars, to make basically another habitable planet, just in case there's any nuclear action on Earth. So
again, I'm gonna ask the question one more time. What is the point?
So basically, what they trying to do is they trying to avoid revelations. It's no avoiding this, bro. Revelations it's gonna happen. It ain't really nothing you could do about it. And the only thing you could do is talk to God about it.
What you just said sounds very correct. I like that theory. Now let's say if it does happen, nuclear war, whatever it is, that's only for the elites. People like me and you ain't going to Mars.
Yeah, but we gonna fund it. They gonna take our bread, figure out how it's done, and then they gonna put their kids on it. You know but nah, I don't want to be like think so evil of people because they gonna need people. But even if they like, it'll take too long.
Yeah,
it'll take too long. Like we're gonna be nuking this planet way before we figure out how to get to Mars.
I've been seeing this because of resources that are on the moon and Mars, which I don't even know what resources they have. Like, I don't know if like it's certain elements that they have that can like provide us energy and stuff like that. I don't know, but that's
for sure.
For the most part, when I like read up on this stuff, it seems like they're doing it for resources.
Yeah.
Because the Earth has finite resources. Like
I don't know if that's true though.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, because God made enough for the Earth.
That's
for all of us.
Every time I see people say we got finite resources, I'm like, no, we don't, bro. We got enough. We got enough, yeah, bro. Y'all just think we don't.
Yo, ever since I was a little kid, I always had like that in my mind. Like, yo, nah, there don't need to be homelessness. There don't need to be people that's hungry. We don't need to be blowing up kids. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need to be doing none of that.
Yeah,
none of that.
None of it, actually.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to be broke.
Yeah.
And especially if how we printing money and we got homeless people?
Bro.
Come on, bro.
There's so many questions like that I ask myself every day.
Yo, bro.
You feel me? That's going to be for later down the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ask myself questions like that every single day.
I had just asked myself this, and maybe somebody in the comments can answer this, because it's deep, but it's necessary. And the question was like, what was God's like purpose for us here? Cause He made us and He wanted us to experience experience life and have a relationship with Him. But let's say like Adam and Eve never bit that apple to get the knowledge of good and evil. What do you think will be the purpose of us then? Like, it's deep on like a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Because He said to be fruitful and multiply.
And that's what I'm about to say. I think it would just be. I think our purpose will literally just to procreate and to take care of what He gave us, which is this land.
Exactly. And one of the reasons I asked this because.
And to create.
Which
we do create. Yeah, that's one thing about humans that's fascinating is we create.
Yeah,
and we create
one thing about science,
stuff.
right? This is one of the reasons I asked this, because we now know like there's ancient kind of like science that we don't know about, or ancient knowledge that we don't know about before the floods. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think God's purpose for putting us here is to be scientifical and figure out how He did it. He already know how He did it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, He wants us to create, and so we got to get smarter. But science itself became this, like, it's like its own religion. You know what I'm saying? Science is supposed to.
That's a cool way to put it.
Science is supposed to be a tool for us to use to create, but it became like, I need the science in order to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it starts to become a religion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's also like on some like kind of like witchcraft stuff when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The scientific method and stuff, you know, I don't know if they was doing all that back then. Like to make the pyramids and stuff.
Yeah.
They ain't do no scientific method to make those pyramids. They too perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And from our science, we get the right answer. We not getting perfection.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like math, you could be solid on. You could be perfect on your math. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't building no pyramids. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like there's things in those pyramids and in that ancient knowledge that we just don't got now. And
And and the thing about math too is like there's always a variable that could trash the whole thing. That's my phone. Yeah, okay. I know where you was at. You was talking about like you don't think that like we were supposed to be using science the way we're using it now.
Yeah. And I was letting you finish. But I was gonna pretty much say like,
yeah, bro. We low key like too smart. If you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we as a human race, right?
Yeah. Like
you notice, like everything we use science for is money.
Yeah,
that's dumb as hell.
Yeah.
So how can we be so smart and so dumb at the same time?
Because we're so greedy.
You know what's crazy too is that I was just telling you about this earlier. I was reading the book of Judges, and you know, it has this pattern where Israel will start to they'll start to worship Baal, and there's this word in Judges, and let me get this word because I think it was this word. Well, basically, they started to worship Baal, and they will anger God, and He will be angry, and God would, in a way, like punish them, and then give them a new ruler, and that ruler would establish that relationship back with the Israelites and God. And then after that ruler would die, you'll see it happen again, where they just go right back to worshiping Baal. You know what I'm saying? And you could see that, like, ever since God like made it to where he's not coming back here, not like himself to talk to us. He came through Jesus.
Yeah.
Ever since then, like, the whole world's been falling into that worshiping Baal and stuff like that. And since then, Christianity been under attack.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And everybody just, everything everybody's doing most of the time is for money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It literally is.
It literally is. So it's like what's really ruling the earth at this point? Like the answer is God, but what's ruling us is that motivation to go get some more money and live that good life, that rich life and stuff like that. And for most people, they ain't even trying that. They just trying to live day to day. You know what I'm saying? But
that's why what I had said to you earlier, bro, like the last like month and a half been crazy for me. And like once I switched my mindset where it was like I'm not waking up every day to go try to get money.
Yeah.
I'm not treating money as something that I need or want.
Yeah.
You know? I just let it come to me.
Yeah.
Whenever it does. The moment I thought like that, bro, and I didn't wake up every day like, oh, I need this so I can pay this, and the moment I was like, you know, it's already taken care of. God got me, like it's already handled. I'm just putting my full faith in God. No anxiety gone, stress gone.
Yeah.
All of it just gone.
And then like when you think
just
about
more
it,
peace.
When was the last time like we used science to like not make no money? When was the last invention that was like, we ain't even selling this, we just want the world to just have this?
You know, I don't know if that's ever actually happened.
Yeah, I don't know. But you see, Nikola Tesla, when he first was doing his experiments with electricity, he wanted to give free electricity to everybody because he understood that electricity came from like the earth and stuff. Like, there's unlimited. But yet they set up these generators and stuff and then chargers for them. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like we've been worshiping that money. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they say it's the root of all evil.
Yeah, but it's the love of money that's the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, the love of money.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
The desire for it.
Yeah. And I've experienced what you experienced too. Like, I've been feeling that need that drive to go. I gotta go get the bag. You know what I'm saying? But when you let that go, that's when like you get just like that. You get a deep breath, like
yeah, like everything just feels a little more peaceful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And you gotta think too. What's money to a god? What's money to God? You know what I'm saying? Especially like we got what's called fiat currency, meaning it ain't real.
That's what I literally. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. You just took it right out of my head. Like
it ain't real.
Like money ain't real, bro.
Yeah, it ain't real.
It's not real.
You know what I'm saying? But it's. I think there's also like it's also naive to think like we could actually live in a world where like we just get rid of that and go back. You know, it's a bit naive to think that, but the problem is like there's always gonna be somebody trying to take over. There's always gonna be somebody trying to conquer. It's just what men do.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
Yeah, and you know, as I got kids, you know, when something's on the line, you don't have time to be. You got to be certain, and you got to be like so solid and like that you really gonna get what you got to get done. No ifs, ands, or buts. You gonna find a way through.
Yeah.
Or you gonna die, and it's like it's like a doom, but that's just how humans think when they got stuff they love on the line. So, like just the way it works is that there's always gonna be somebody trying to take over. There's always gonna be somebody that needs something. It don't necessarily mean it's evil, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta live in reality.
Yeah. 1,000%.
1,000%, bro. 1,000%. But you know, one thing I do wish for this world, and one thing I love that I've been seeing lately is this growth in Christianity. Yeah, and it's like it seemed like everybody's on this spiritual journey.
Yeah, did I tell you about like 2 Saturdays ago?
I don't think you told me.
No. Like 2 Saturdays ago, right? I was at the gym. I think I told you this. I don't know. I might not have. But I was at the gym, did my workout, boom. Then I went to do some cardio after my workout. And like when I'm where the treadmills is at in the gym, they got like a couple TVs up top. So like I just be on the treadmill, listening to music and watching what's on TV. Sometimes sports or whatever. But this day was different. It was like some news channel on. Can't remember which news channel it was. But they was talking about how it's been an increase, like a spike in the amount of people going back to church and going back to Christianity.
Yeah.
And like the age group was like 19 to like 26 years old.
Yeah.
Like people like they like I remember one of the subtitles was like, is church the new like hangout spot or something like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because like they pretty much saying like the numbers have increased where less people going to clubs and bars and more people going to church, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Which it is cool to see that. And like you know what entered my mind as soon as I seen that? People starting to realize what this world is doing and what's at stake and like what's really important.
And they're also being manipulated by everything.
Yeah.
Like the number one ad I see every day is Prize Picks. Like why is that getting promoted? That's gambling every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Liquor stores everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everybody drinking. Everybody always high. Everybody on their phone getting that free autism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air to see everybody going back. And one thing I want for my son now is like I'm teaching him about spirituality and his relationship with God from like
from the jump. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like as generations go on, you kind of lose it. You lose it, and then like just with the Israelites, they lose their way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They start worshiping other things, and it does anger God, but he accepts them back once you get on the right track. You know what I'm saying? You get on that right track, come on, man. Like God will do wonders in your life.
Oh yeah.
He'll do wonders in your life.
Yeah.
And it's like a real father. Like he's there even though you mess up. You know what I'm saying? You could do, not saying you allowed to do bad, but when you do, he's not just gonna banish you. You could like really go and talk to him, like, yo, I think I really messed up. I'm trying to get better. Yeah.
And that part right there is very important. Is confessing.
Yeah, confessing.
Repenting. Like knowing you did bad and immediately going to God about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I think that he loves a lot. Is the fact that you're aware of what you did wrong and you're not trying to hide it or just continue to do it.
Yeah.
You're confessing to him about it so that you cannot do it again and fix it and ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
That is very important, bro.
Very
you feel me? Because a lot of people, like, they just continuously just do things they're not supposed to do. Evil and wrong.
Yeah, but a lot, like this generation, I think one of the reasons they flocking back to Christianity is because for a while, they just been missing that spirituality. And like a lot of people not taught about it at all. And you could really like go through life for a long time and nobody will like really teach you. You kind of got to start noticing yourself unless you actually talk to somebody. But even at that point, when you do talk to somebody, it sounds like just BS.
Blah, blah. Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You want some spiritual fairy type stuff? Like, bro, it's real life.
Yeah.
It's real life. Like, you're not just a physical being craving this material stuff. Like, nah, there's real spiritual side of life that you need to learn about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you first come to start learning about like your spirituality, you got to understand that like you really in like first grade at this. You're not you a beginner.
Yeah. And
it's
bro,
humbling.
So my boy told me an analogy one time, and like I think this is a great analogy for the situation you just talked about, when people just don't want to hear it. It's because they can't understand it. You feel me? If you got a bottle cap filled up and you put water in it, it's just gonna start overflowing, and it's gonna be real quick.
Yeah.
These people's brains is like the size of a bottle cap. You feel me? They only can retain so much information and believe so much information, and once it starts overflowing, it's just gone. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Like, and I ain't gonna cap. Like, this might sound a little weird, but I feel like the size of my mentality has changed over time. Yeah, it's like, so like you said earlier, like it's like you said earlier, where like people dang, I forgot what you said. You just said it, but like you just like kind of push God away. You know what I'm saying, and run from it or whatever it is like that. I've been through that. You feel me? And like 100%. The people don't realize how much like there's emptiness there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you get back into your spirituality and get closer to God, like things start to feel more full. Yeah. Like real talk, bro.
More full, and then like you put like, think of it like having glasses on. You put and you take like the sinful glasses off and you put like the righteous glasses on, and then like you could start to see
everything. Bro.
Like, it's crazy, but like you said, to the bottle cap people, that sound like just straight BS.
Yeah.
It don't sound real. Yeah. It sound like you BSing because a lot of times those people, when they cup is full, they most likely in a dire situation. Like you could tell them all that spiritual stuff, but in their mind they thinking, all right, what I'm supposed to do right now then?
Yeah.
And one thing I struggle with is like it's you know, you worship God and you surrender to Him, and it's not your will be done, it's His will be done. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they can't even comprehend that it's not, you have to surrender to Him.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? And you have to give your life to Him, and He will show you the way, and He will put on your heart what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people in that situation is like, yo, like I need to do what I gotta do. I ain't too worried about church right now.
Exactly.
Church ain't gonna get me no bread.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. And that's right there. Church ain't gonna get me no bread. Exactly. And I go to money again. It's like, bro,
exactly.
You can't just be worried about the money all the time.
Yeah, and then like with science breeds like atheism. It breeds a lot of nihilism, agnosticism. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of like young people growing up not even believing and falling in love with this material in this present moment. Like, yo, you could really live. Like, death is not the end if you know about Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, you worry about all this material, all this stuff. It's like, God ain't worried about this. Like, come on.
Exactly, bro.
He made the universe.
Exactly, bro.
He ain't gonna be worried about some bread for.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
we're trying to live for eternity. Like, this right here is just a time period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I haven't fully read all the way through, and I don't know exactly how they describe heaven, but I know, like, one clip I had seen, the pastor said heaven is way more real than anything we experiencing right now. That's something to contemplate on, right? Yeah, you can't just hear that and just not think for a second.
Yeah.
Living spiritually is way more real than anything on this physical plane. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's why I said it's like being in first grade when it comes to this.
Because like, you don't know enough yet.
You don't know enough, and you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So yeah, like, man, like, there's times I be imagining, like me and Jesus, like, yo, it's been crazy, but I made it here, and even if I don't make it in there, like, I appreciate you dying on that cross.
Yeah,
no,
100%.
Sisters, like 100%.
100%.
Yeah. So there's a lot of reading I gotta do. There's a lot of learning about God and Jesus and everything He did.
Same. Mm-hmm.
But one thing I do like, I haven't even read through the Bible, and my heart tells me everything in there is true. Like,
yeah, there's like no question.
Yeah, I feel like I knew Jesus. Like, I knew it was true when I was a kid, and this whole time I know, like, this is what's the most real in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain that other than the way I just said it.
Yeah, because I agree with you.
Yeah. I haven't read fully through, but I know Jesus. Yeah, I know he.
My heart definitely knew that my whole life.
Yeah,
but I think I let the world, like, get a hold of me a little too much growing up. But, you know, it happens. Like, I forgive myself for it. And it is what it is. But I do know in my heart that is real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, your heart knows it more than it's like your heart knows more than your mind on certain things.
And you can, it's hard to explain it, but it's like,
because it's not logical, it's spiritual.
I can literally feel it.
Exactly. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. It makes sense to me. But somebody with the cup full, it's not
gonna make sense to them.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's deep.
It is deep.
It is deep. But, to my son and my future kids, man, if y'all ever going through something, pick up that Bible, because there's a lot of truth in there. There's comfort. You can learn about God in there. Everything you would need is in there. So, God forbid, but if I'm not around, read that Bible. Get right with God and understand that this not the end. Death is not the end. And if I'm ever gone, that means I'm probably chilling in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's where I'm trying to make it to. I ain't trying to be in hell. So I hope you when I'm gone, you strive to make it there too. Amen. Strive to be a good person, strive to be a good man. Emery, you already know. Amen. And to my future son or daughter, because we got a second one on the way. You do the same. Trust in God, have faith in God, know that death is not the end. So you don't gotta be scared of death ever. Amen. Stand up for what you believe in, and so make sure you surrender. And if you ever in the position where you do bad and you are lost, understand that it's a process of forgiving yourself, surrendering to Jesus, like he said, repenting, and letting God know that you know you was wrong. And so that way you could build that relationship with him and you could forgive yourself and forgive your younger choices, and so that you could grow better, move on, and continue to try to be a good person. 100%.
Yeah, dog. Amen.
Amen, brother.
That right there, that was solid right there.
That was solid.
No, I hope I have kids one day. I ain't gonna speak too much on that, but
yeah, gotta let God's will be done.
Yeah, I'm letting God work. You feel me?
Yeah, God gonna work.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. He working right now. He put this podcast together, man. We've been talking about it for a while. We trying to get this first episode out, so we appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you got any information. If we was wrong about anything,
let us know. Let us know.
We be having wild questions, just chopping it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know anything realistically. I don't, but I be questioning all of this stuff.
Yeah, and it's every day. We see each other. We like, yo, I just peeped something online. I need to know how you feel about this.
Yeah,
but it's like we don't got all the answers. So if you know something, just let us know in the comments.
Yeah, drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe.
In the comments, man.
Yeah, dog.
100%. Praise God.
Yes, sir.